What's up, you guys? I am doing another video. Hopefully you can hear me very loud and clearly. I was going to do one next to the waterfall in front of my place, but unfortunately it is too loud and so sunny that I can't even read the notes that I have made for myself. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys some quick light codes before I go run my butt into the gym and go work out. Hopefully that guy that yesterday, I was trying to do this video yesterday when I was working out in the morning, and this dude was just grunting like crazy. He was, and I was like, I can't record this video with your ass next to me grunting like Incredible Hulk. I don't even know why you making all them noises anyway. That ain't gonna help you lift the weight, you know. But how do the conscious people say? I digressed. But I want to give you a little bit of word etymology while I'm over here goofing around and everything. And the first thing I want to say before I give my word etymology is that the bottom of a pyramid is big, right? It's a pyramid, right? You gotta imagine life just like you would a pyramid. So the bottom of a pyramid, which is the occult knowledge, right, is vast. It's wide. It's very, very big. While the top of a pyramid is very, very small. The only reason that I'm telling you this is because when it comes to occult knowledge, the people that really know occult knowledge, and it doesn't mean when the people that really know occult knowledge is just few. It's very few people that really understand and know that knowledge. It's very hard to comprehend. It's not easy to learn. And that's why I want to get into this word etymology, so that maybe some of you guys who see people on YouTube and viewers on YouTube, that maybe you would know what they're about right away when you hear the words that are coming out of their mouth. And before I even get into this etymology, I want to let you guys know that, yeah, my viewers that have stuck with me and stay with me all this time, you may have heard me switch up on some of the things I say. I've been doing YouTubes for over 5 years, and I like my small group of viewers. I've been invited to do all kind of things. I had a lot of viewers at one point, and I stopped recording until everybody unsubscribed, and I got back down to my 400 plus. Or I think I started recording again when I got to 595, and then it just fell a little bit more. I like it like that. Why? Because it's just more organic to me. It's more real. So, like I was saying before I started babbling, a lot of things that I said have changed over the years. And that is because the degrees of learning that I have dealt with have changed. When I first came into the knowledge, I knew a lot of things that average people shouldn't know, but that was because it was in my DNA bloodline. But at the same time, I had a lot of ignorance. I leave those videos up to remind myself where I came from. Also, to fool the idiots who to come on my channel thinking they're gonna one-up me with my own shit when they're looking at Kiss My Chuck Taylor's 2013 thinking that they're going to do some magic that's going to get them somewhere, and it barely worked for me, and the only reason why it worked for me is because of my DNA bloodline. Now, a lot of times you'll see people on YouTube, and they'll be saying that they cast spells on people. I want you guys to really understand what the word spell means. Spell, the definition of spell is a short period of time, a very short period of time. I don't cast spells. I do religious rituals, and religious means that something that you're always doing. It's just something that I do all the time with my faith and willpower and the fact that there's hope involved. It's a big difference between someone lighting a candle real fast, chanting some shit, and then saying that they're casting a spell. It comes and goes really fucking fast. The other definition of a spell would be allowing someone to rest briefly by taking their place in some sort of activity. Now, that second definition kind of like, you're like, what does that have to do with a cult? It has a lot to do with a cult because a lot of these people, there's a video that I had uploaded with me and Evolving Wisdom talking, and how haters will come and they try to put throw a wrench in your shit, right? And that's because they want to be you. They want to take what you have and they want to replace you. They want to be in your life for a very short period of time, because at the end of the day, when you're trying janky shit like that, it just never pans out. I got all excited. I was like, oh, that's the FedEx man. But he stopped over there. He didn't stop, in front of my place. I'm all there like, oh. Anyway, now, the definition of a witch. Now, you would look up a regular definition of a witch. You type that in the computer. The only thing that would come up is like an evil woman who casts spells or one that knows, right? Most people claim that they're a witch. They say that they're one that knows. Or they'll say that they practice Wicca. But in word etymology, in the Oxford Dictionary, a witch is a woman who is bewitchingly attractive. When I say I'm a bruja or I'm a witch, I'm talking about I got the power to, what is it called? To hypnotize people with lust and all kind of other things. I don't consider myself a witch. Why? Because I know different aspects of learning, different aspects of different occult practices. And a wizard is the one who undoes the work of a witch. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people will be like, oh, a wizard is a male witch. No, a witch could be a man or a woman. A wizard is a motherfucker who come and shut that shit down. Now, I was watching, been watching a lot of Yoruba, Santeria, a lot of Haitian occult, and I noticed that when somebody ain't about that life, and due to my ignorance at one point, I did this, and I don't think I ever did that. No, I never did that. But I have had a lot of ignorance in my learning and steps of learning. But people who practice Santeria, you see like these two, I seen this video, it was these two Caucasian women, and they were in their backyard, and they was like, oh, we did this for Yemaya and Oshun. Unfortunately, they were on the altar together. And I seen another person do some crazy ass shit. Like, they had two altars in their house, and they had one of Oya, and then they had another altar of Yemaya at the same time. And for the life of me, I just didn't get it. I was just like, that's incorrect. I don't even have a crown. I haven't even been crowned, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with someone showing and displaying their altars. A lot of my old videos, you'll see me showing an altar, but you don't see me show the whole thing. You don't see me show every step that I am taking in the process of that altar, doing that. You don't see all of my stuff because it's in secret where it's supposed to be. I mean, the good book, everybody sit there and they worship the good book, right? not knowing that there is so many light codes for occultism in there. Bible, by Baal. So then these people, they go into the good book paradigm, right? So they get stuck in the church paradigm. The whole point of you being stuck in a paradigm is to take something from that and learn from it. People step out of that paradigm and they trash everything. They just trash it like, oh, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in that, I hate this, I hate that, because they're not in that paradigm anymore. And then they have some type of PTSD from stepping out of that paradigm instead of taking something from it. Now, let's see. Yeah, like if you have no head, that means like in you're dealing with the orishas and you have no head. There's like an order of things. You can't just go to any fucking orisha that you want to. There's an order of how that shit work. You got to go to, if you don't have a crown on your head and you're not the daughter or the son of something, you have to go through steps and different ones before you go to the one that you're trying to partition. It just doesn't work like that. You're going to have some shit in your life fucked up because you're doing things that you have no business dibbling in. And that's why when you always hear me say, do your homework, that's what I really mean by saying, do your fucking homework. Do the homework. Now, you know, I think that's too big of, I think that's a little too much information to give someone, because I was going to say some little secrets real quick, but I'll let you guys figure that shit out. The days and hours when somebody is doing an altar, and a lot of people will be like, oh, why all of a sudden are you mentioning orishas when you said that you would never do that before? Or why would you say? Because it's energy, it's a guardian, it's stuff that is so vast, and it takes a long time to really comprehend it. A long time. The days that people are lighting candles and stuff, I am so tired of these people falling out over here. The days and the times, and they all aligned with an alignment of the stars. So if you're trying to get something to work and you're just lighting shit whenever the hell you feel like it, and you're not practicing, you don't understand, you're not doing any studying, you're not doing any reading, you don't know the day, the time, and the hour, or a moon phase. You see people say, oh, for the waning moon you want to do this, and for the full moon you want to do that. A lot of the time when they're giving that type of information, it's completely wrong. It is completely wrong. Study for yourself, because I'm not going to sit here and give that information out at this time. I will eventually, but at this time, with the things that I've seen going on, I'm just not going to do it. So you see someone, you be like, I just don't understand that Orisha stuff, or I don't understand why they're doing a certain form of prayer, and that certain form of prayer is to this person, and why they got this color, and they got this and this and this, because they're aligning with the energy that is there. They're aligning themselves with a particular energy, with a particular star that rules over that time and that space and that hour and that day. If anybody who really knows something about a cult, they would know that. They would know that all day long. Now, I think, yeah, this is all my personal notes. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, it's really important for people to comprehend and really understand those things. If you don't comprehend and understand the things that are going on around you, you get yourself in a world of hurt, having things turned upside down, doing casting spells, which is a short period of time. You want something to happen in a short period of time for a short period of time, and someone's casting spells and they're doing chaos magic or something, and then you got some family pictures that's too close to the fucking altar and your shit going haywire, or you honoring your ancestors, but you got a person that's alive in the picture with the ancestor, and then you have ancestors all together on one altar, and the ancestors don't get along. Or you could be calling on ancestors that are up to no good, don't even like your ass. See, people don't think about those kind of things when they're dibbling in magic and they're dibbling in things. Another thing I wanted to address and talk about is how a couple of people had made a comment on one of my videos, and they were talking about how it's really hard to deal with family and how I should talk about that a little bit more. I actually went into detail about a lot of stuff that I have been through in my life and how I survived those things. From abuse, mental abuse, to dealing with narcissists, just, growing up in the inner city and going to school in the suburbs, seeing two different walks of life, and how traveling and things like broadened my horizons, and having a very mixed family broadened my horizons. It doesn't make me better than someone who has never traveled, but it shows me things that I would have never thought of or never entertained had I not traveled, been around that particular ethnicity, a group of people, a particular culture, or anything like that. As far as the family go, a lot of people will tell you, if you have handlers, and handlers are people who have some type of way where they can control something in your life. They can control how you feel. You could be feeling very good and go to that person's house to go visit, and you don't live with them, and they could be like a family member who speaks abusively. And then you go over their house, and after you leave, you feel like a child again. You're hurt, you're sad, you're upset. You need to go into a quiet space, quiet your mind, get yourself together, and truly understand why what that person is saying is affecting you. Because there's some type of reflection of something that's going on with you, inside of you. Does that mean that once you look at who you are, is all of that stuff going to change? No. But with hope and faith, you could change a lot of stuff in your life. You could change a lot of things. I've never had a close relationship with my mother. My mom was a teen parent. That better be my delivery. I keep seeing these people come deliver stuff. She was a teen parent, and it took years for me to comprehend that, like, what do you expect from a 15-year-old? What do you expect how was that person supposed to even be able to cope mentally with the fact that they had a child? And how can you be upset with someone, like, when you know as an adult how hard it is to raise children? There's a lot of things that people come from in your family, and you probably don't know, because a lot of people like to, sweep things under the rug and just tuck it away, because sometimes it's so painful they never go back to address it and heal it. And maybe you're conscious and you're awake because you're the one who's supposed to heal that in the DNA bloodline. Or, you're supposed to start the healing from that point on. In my situation, I never thought in a million years that I would be close to my mother. And I never thought that we would develop a very good relationship. And I always thought that she was a handler. Now that I am where I am spiritually, not a handler, I'm very proud of her for the steps that she has taken, for, being able to get to where she can admit to her faults. I can get to a point to where I can admit to my faults. As far as like relationships go, abuse or cheating or any of that, you need to look at why that person ain't in your life no more, or if they are still in your life, Why are they still in your life? What is going on with you to where you are tolerating that crap in your life? And a lot of people try to be positive and say, yeah, it's all about you and all about how you think and all about what you do and what type of actions you take. At the end of the day, you can't control no one else's free will. But in the spiritual realm, you can protect yourself. You can protect yourself to the point to where when that person look at you to go try to say something, they're going to either shut up or they ain't going to want to be in your presence. They're going to want to leave. Now, if you're in a situation where you're living with those people, you need to be able to get out in nature and stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. I don't care what nobody is telling you. I don't care if somebody is telling you there is no Jesus. So what? So what if there is no Jesus? If there is no Jesus, there's still a creator and there's still possibilities and ways that things are happening. Why are these multi-billionaires around here doing rituals in the middle of the night? Why are these multi-billionaires having feng shui up in their houses? Feng shui in the mall. Feng shui in the nail shop. In the nail shop. When you go in the nail shop, you look, they got Lakshmi right there. Who is Lakshmi? That's Oshun. Like, you guys gotta really do a lot of homework if you're really gonna get deep into this. I love it when people challenge. I love, not challenge like in some magical type of stuff, like battling, but like challenge me intellectually by asking like very good questions or bringing up very good points at the bottom of my videos. I had a video that was like over 4 years old where some guy was like, yeah, I was all into your video until you started gushing about the fact that your children were mixed. No, idiot. I was stating that my children are mixed to let you know that I really don't give a fuck about your paradigms or your way of thinking, because you're the same person that'll sit there and be like, black power, and have your little white girlfriend in the room with you late at night, and you so in love with her and she controlling you. And she control every aspect of your fucking thought process. And you hold this person up on a pedestal because of the color of their skin. No, that's not what I do. And when I look at you guys and I say that I am not black, because I am not black. I'm Native American. I'm Native American and some other shit. And some other shit. And a lot of them black power people be having white in them. They have white in their DNA. At the end of the day, you can't mix white with another color and it come out white. It's gonna, you mix white with green, it's going to come out light green. You mix white with yellow, it's going to come out light yellow. You mix white with red, it's going to come out pink. You mix white with black, it's going to come out gray. So, you know, at the end of the day, whatever color that mixes is going to dominate the white gene. But it still doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if you're channeling your ancestors, you need to know your family history. If you're adopted and you don't know your family history, that's fine. There's other forms of magic that you can do without calling on the ancestors. The ancestors, I have, you know, you get your ancestors, you got warriors, you got your guardian angels, you got so many different vast aspects of different energies that surround your aura and surround you that people don't even know about. People don't understand the power of the guardian angels. People don't understand that when you're doing fucked up and malevolent, stupid things, when you're talking about people, when you're lying all day long, lie, and then you have this stream of bad luck, and you can't understand why. It's because your gate opened up. You got a hole in your fucking defense in the spiritual realm, because you open that shit up to be put on yourself due to your ignorance and your pathetic behavior. It's just terrible. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was you know, the power of manifestation. A lot of people, you could just look at their background, you could look at what's going on in their life, and you will know if they had the power of manifestation or not. You could see somebody try to kick me down to nothing. My ex tried to take everything. He tried to take my spirit. He tried to tarnish my character. He even went as far as to sending his friends naked pictures of me. I'd be walking down the street, somebody would do this with their phone and have a naked picture of me. I'd stand in my fucking power like, oh, okay, you got this naked picture of me? Oh, so you're a fan. You're part of a fan club. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the shit. apparently, if you feel the need to have to do all of those things to try to tarnish me instead of just walking away and leaving, I must be somebody that's the bomb. You know, if you feel the need to run around and make up stories, you know, this guy made up stories and told people that I'm jealous because he left me. I told that cat to get lost. It was like lie number 1,000 and something. And it was like, not only are you not a person of color, you're a fucking white boy. You run around here and you come in the house with these different terms. And I know you hanging around black women because you're coming in here and you talking some street slang that your vanilla ass would never even know unless you were hanging out with those kind of people. You got a whole new group of friends. You're dressing different. And you're just untrustworthy. And I can't have that shit around me. So, you know, all the years of me being single and then dealing with this person and them manipulating, there was a handler in the secret, a secret fucking handler that was weak that I allowed to handle me due to the fact that I felt bad for taking spiritual power over that situation because I had children with this person. So, at one, you know, it got to the point to where I just had to put my foot down. Like, okay, enough is enough. You ain't about to be talking about me. Everything about you and your little personality, anything you know, any type of hustle you got is because I gave it to you. I gave you that idea. Now this person went from making fun of my occult teachings to running around with their significant other talking about their magicians and shit. This is like, it's incredible. So if I can deal with someone tarnishing my character, someone trying to be abusive, someone being a narcissist, somebody being a psychopath, like you cannot tell this person nothing. They will cry. They will go and manipulate whoever they can to get money, to try to do something to me. They will try to get lawyers. They will try to, you know, like, it got to the point to where I had to put a restraining order on old boy. And, you know, I had moved so far away that the day I had court, I had to, like, drop the case because my daughter had got sick and I couldn't make it. So I had called and notified the judge. Only to hear down the fucking gossip chain that this guy's going around town saying that the case was dropped because I was a liar. The case was not dropped. It was taken off the docket. There's a big difference. And then a lot of people will be like, okay, well, you're in magic. Why would you take something to court? Because if somebody want to play the white man's game, I'll play that game with you. I'm a very educated woman. I will tussle with you with that fucking game. But what you're not going to do is take my freedom away from me. You're not going to lie on me. You're not going to tarnish my character. You're not going to make me look like a bad mother. It's just not going to happen. And I go into this rant and I tell you guys about this personal situation because I just want you guys to know that I've been through hell and back. I'm still smiling. There's no wrinkles on my face. I got all my damn hair. None of my hair fell out. I went from losing everything. My Bel Air house, I had to move out of my house. I had to pay these people $12,000, move out of my house, save my credit because this person always got off on destroying everything in my life. Like, as soon as I would build it up, he would come around and he would do some fucked up shit and have my stuff all fucked up. Finances, everything. And me being in magic, I knew those things. I knew what he was doing, but I was too weak in the heart to take action spiritually and stand up for myself and be like, you know what? I'm about to put the smash on you. I don't give a fuck who daddy you are. You're not about to be doing that shit in my life. It had to get to the point to where I was drugged so damn low to where I was like, okay, this has got to stop. This has got to quit. You know, this has got to end. Now, everything's on the flip side. And eventually what happens when people can't control someone anymore, they'll try to tarnish their character. They'll try to control the way others think about that person. And what you do is you hold on to your faith. When someone is a control maniac, they get off on controlling every aspect of your being. They get off on making you feel bad about yourself. making comments or just doing messed up things to you, when you remove yourself from that, because there are a lot of viewers that I've had over the years that I have talked to that come to me and be like, you know what, Chucks, my family, I got abandoned. I had a friend who was dumped in Africa, who was just dumped and left by her family, who had an evil stepmother who did terrible things to her and had children with her father, and then the children treated her terribly. This person removed themselves from that situation and was still suffering because they were doing the same thing that I was doing. And at the time, I was in a paradigm of love, 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 love. I'm just going to fight this with love. No, if you don't stand your damn ground and you let the spiritual realm know, no, I had enough and this motherfucker ain't doing this shit no more, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. This person removed themselves from the situation, how I removed myself from the situation. And then what happens when people can't control and abuse you no more? They want to control how others see you. They want to control how others think about you, because that's all they have left. And once you don't pay that shit no mind, and you keep your faith and you stay prayed up, that shit hit them back. Oh my goodness. The spirit will hit them back with the best fucking shot that you can, anything that you could do in the material realm, the spiritual realm will get that person back better than anything that you could do to that person physically, mentally, with your mouth. It just doesn't matter. And I try my best to not go personal and address personal things, because I just think it's kind of messy. I really do. I try my best to not brag. I don't have y'all all up in my house right now, because sometimes you just don't share all of the things that you have been blessed with, because you just got fucking haters that are sitting there praying and biting their fucking nails, waiting for you to lose everything that you fucking got back. So I know when you guys see me doing videos in my car, I'm either chilling at my cousin's house, like training her, in her parking garage, or I'm in my parking garage. But at the end of the day, I'm bueno, y'all. I'm bueno, and I'm always gonna be bueno, because I'm a good daughter. I'm a good daughter. I don't go around doing stuff to people out of spite. I go around and I do what I have to do to defend myself and defend mine, to defend my family, defend whatever I gotta defend. What ain't nobody gonna do is disrespect me. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting up here making up stories about me. Ain't nobody about to be doing all of that shit. I just don't tolerate it anymore. Sometimes you gotta get to a point in your life where you're so tired and beat down, and you gotta say, you know what? Let me pull my head up out of my own ass. I'm not going to be a victim. The only time that you could be a victim is when you allow somebody to victimize you. You allow it. You have to allow it. You have to be able to have the strength to recognize the situation for what it is. And once you recognize that situation for what it is, what are you going to do? What steps are you going to take at that point? What are you going to do spiritually to defend yourself? My bird is calling me right now. I got to go feed my birds. I got to go work out. This video went way too long. I thought I was going to do a little 10-minute video while I went to the gym. You see me in my gym clothes? You see me in my gym clothes? Check out. Let me stop. I'm over here being silly. But yeah, y'all, I love you. And you know, you keep your heads up. Y'all got any special video requests, let me know. I'm more than willing to, you know, record some videos and share my knowledge to a certain extent, you know. Oh, my bird's telling me to shut up. All right. Peace and hair grease, y'all. Peace and hair grease.